So how many people have joined this academy or have gone through it? Can you know that, or do you have to like register to do it, or is it free for everyone?
So for Binance Academy, you do not have to register. You just all you have to do is like just visit the Binance.com. There's an scroll down. There's an Academy materials. For that, do not have to register or something. You just have to learn. Learning is for free. And if we talk about the achievements that Binance has, like we have around globally 120 million users, right? So there's a lot of volume that's increasing day by day. The first part was tough when we have to educate masses about the crypto adoption, how people can actually benefit from it. But now the next billion, I personally believe, would be much easier because people really want to learn now. Everyone has heard about Bitcoin, crypto, blockchain, all the fancy terms that we use. So now they're actually interested in basically at least knowing them, like what it is, what people are doing. Everyone talks about it. NFTs have a craze, metaverse. There are all the fancy terms that we hear on social media. So I think everyone wants to benefit from that. And when we look at the trading volume that's increasing day by day on, so if I'll give you the example of Binance, there are almost $80 billion average trading volume on Binance every day. 2.4 billion plus BNB chain transactions. And again, then we have Binance card numbers that can obviously, it's a lot.
So those numbers that you mentioned now, does they go down a lot during like now the bear market, or does people still trade and try to make money in the bear market as much as in the bull market?
So
The bull run.
the numbers are obviously affected because there is a trading volume that we see a decline in, because if you have invested and you have not put up a stop loss, or you get liquidated, the trading volume does get affected because the investment gets stuck. But I think when you learn a lot about it, so it's a good time to take an entry. People know about it as well. So the main misconception that I had regarding the bear market was that people actually do not invest much in that, but that's not usually the case. People are waiting for the right time as well. So there's a dollar cost averaging concept that people even do that now. So they are buying more and more with each passing day. We see a positive rise in numbers with every passing week, though we are in a bear market, but still we see a green and positive increment. But if you look at the total number, you might see a decline on that front.
Yeah, okay, that's understandable. So what would you say, is Binance doing something special during this bear market time? Do you like get together and try and work and get more projects done, or what is the bear market for Binance? I mean, it hasn't been around
I think
that many bear
that's
markets maybe, but
I think, Mary, that's an interesting question. So that's a question that we get a lot as well. So our focus for this quarter has been more towards the community engagement side. I think you guys must have heard CZ saying that we're going to focus more on the local meetups. So what we are planning is that we want to engage with the community in person. In every country that you might see, we will be like doing almost 2 to 3 meetups, maybe small meetups for about 50 to 100 people, but just to make people aware of the concept what crypto and blockchain is. So I think this is the best time to learn and build. So what people usually think that we look at the charts all day, or Binance might also not survive after a while. There are a lot of speculations, but I want to assure here with this platform as well that we are here and ready to survive for like a good number of years. We are obviously mainly focused on building futures. We are very healthy financially. So it is nothing that people should be worried about. And it's more, our focus has been towards the learning and the education part. But because what we want to deliver is to educate masses through various platforms. We are working with different governments around the world. We are working with different educational institutes. We have been working in with different NGOs as well. So the point to mention this is like we are working with all sectors to contribute and make people aware that there's a negative image that crypto has or the blockchain has that we want to remove from the minds of people, that it's a Ponzi scheme. There's a lot of potential benefits that we want to highlight. And I think for any government to, or any state body to even learn about, or even to the people, they want to know what good crypto has done for the people. So I think the welfare efforts that different exchanges around the world have been doing, or the Binance has been doing, we have supported. I think the different in different regions. I think we have donated in like Russia, Ukraine crisis. You take the example of even in Afghanistan, Binance provide vocational training. We taught people, taught ladies how they can earn money by coding and all that stuff. We funded that. So the main purpose of these, to mention this, is obviously to make people understand there are a lot of welfare efforts that this Web3 has enabled for people. So it has changed them for good now. So I think this is the best time for people to learn and educate themselves. So when we come up with the bull markets, there's a lot that you're going to make and obviously invest. No financial advice attached.
Yeah, I agree with you. This time is for education and learning more about what's happening and yeah, what you can do later on in the bull run. Everyone is waiting for the bull run. And I could ask you, when do you think it's gonna come? I know you can't know that, but
We do not. We,
what do you think?
I think this is not the question that one should ask, and I will not provide any financial advice to anyone because no
Yeah.
one can obviously tell you about the market psychology. The price fluctuates due to market psychology, but what the most important point is the fundamentals have not changed. Like we at Binance look at landing and borrowing protocols. We look at the mechanism, risk controls. We evaluate ourselves during these times as well. So I think it is important for people to understand, just in case if we are in the bear market, and even in the future, market psychology reacts, or if Bitcoin breaks about the all-time high again. So people should be ready to survive that as well. They should know how they can tackle that and come out of it. They should have the strategies ready for that. So they should focus more on the use cases, on the projects that they should invest on. But I think 2 years onwards, there would be a positive side that we can look at. But again, there's no financial advice that anyone can provide. It all depends on the market psychology, how the external factors play around. But it's more important that we focus more on the education part and the learning part, so we are able to tackle and trade in every market cycle that we are that we encounter or we are part of.